other stuff together here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how I'm cooking and getting prepared. This is I'm actually at my dessert part right now. I got my apples cut up, and I'm gonna show you that in just one moment. And then I'm gonna show you how I make my pecan pie from scratch as well. So let me show you the apples here on how I did this. I took the apples here and sliced them up. These Fuji apples. You can use any type of apples that you want to use for your apple pie. What I did is I added I sliced them up, added sugar, maybe a cup and a half of sugar, put a little cinnamon in it, and then I covered it up. So what this is going to do is that the sugar and the cinnamon is going to pull the juices out of this apple. And I can show you right here just how much juicing came just with that little bit right there. That's straight from the apples. That's straight from the juice in itself. And then all I did is put a aluminum foil over the top of it, just to help it speed up the process. Because normally I would do this overnight. Just right here, you can see the juices there. And normally I do this at night, like a day before. So for me, this is the day before process. I will actually cut my apples up. Then once I cut my apples up, add my sugar and a little cinnamon, set it in the refrigerator. Kind of get up the next morning, and then take my top off, pour it into my pie shell, put it in the oven, and then next thing you got presto, you got that instant dessert. So this is on the apples, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it all together and everything as well. And then I'm going to show you how I get to do my pecan pie. So under that, I got my butter, which I'm going to make. This is going to be actually 1/4 cup of butter. I'm going to add a cup, maybe 2 cups of Karo syrup. I like to use light Karo syrup. I'm going to add my vanilla, like 1 1/4 cup of vanilla, maybe not that much on vanilla. I'm going to add 3 eggs, possibly 4 eggs, because I'm making a couple of pies, so maybe 6 eggs that would be added because I'm making a couple of pies up. I'm going to make pecan pie. I'm going to add in walnuts here, and then also going to add in pecans. And so those are going to be added in. These are the pecans half. So I'm going to add the pecan half in into my pie. And this is going to get everything done for my pecan pie. Sorry for the video. My stand actually broke that I used to hold the video camera up, and it broke, so I got to get me another video camera. The pie crusts I'm using are going to be deep dish pie crust. Yeah, right here. And since I'm making such a lot of, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. So I got deep dish. Bought these from Walmart. These Pillsbury pie crust, and they deep dish. Normally I would make the pie crust myself, but because I got to hold the camera to do this, so I got a lot of stuff going on. Plus I still got something outside. I got a turkey outside cooking. I'm going to show you that in a minute. I got collards over behind me cooking. I just finished cooking macaroni and cheese as well. So I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done for morning time. So once we sit down for dinner tomorrow, everyone will enjoy it and have an awesome time. And they will just fall in love with it all over again. And then we turn around and get to do the same thing again for Christmas. So that's the best part about it. So you guys, please like, subscribe, follow me on my YouTube channel as well as I get this stuff uploaded, and I add more stuff to it as well. This is my channel here. I need more subscribers. I also have a ministry channel that I need you guys to go with. It's PK Ministries. Please like, subscribe, and follow me on that channel as well. I need to get it up to at least 500 people on that channel and up to 1,000 people on this channel to be able to continue to bring broadcast. So I'm bringing you my everything from scratch meal. Let me show you my collards. These are the collards that I did from the other day. When I was talking, I did like an hour or so on the collards, on how you cut them up, and then how big, thick, and beautiful they look once they're cut up. Those stems I cut, and they still got a dark green texture to it. That's what you want when you get ready to eat the greens and stuff. Right now, I got the fire off of it, but it's still hot, so I'm going to leave it on. I do have my oven on because I'm about to put the pies in. They're actually going on, the temperature on that is going up to like 350 on that oven to get that up. Let me show you my macaroni and cheese that I did tonight. Again, I did all of this here. I layered my macaroni and cheese because I like to do everything. I believe in doing it to the point where a person will get slap hungry when they see it. So this is my mac and cheese here. I did my mac and cheese right here. It's got 3 different layers of cheese and 3 different layers on it. So when you go down into it, you go all the way to the bottom, you will get a good layer, and then you get the nice texture and aroma of it. And this is the mac and cheese for tomorrow. So all we gotta do is pop it in the oven, get a little heat on it tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and then from there, once we sit down to eat, it's gonna be good. This is mac and cheese gonna make you slap your mama. Mac and cheese. So this is a good mac and cheese. Again, I do everything from scratch. I don't have my own little secret things that I do. I'm a chef at heart. That's why I have the DIY channel. That's also why I have the Cooking with the Chef website, because I have my food on there as well. And this is all the stuff that I do, and I do this stuff every year. Been doing it now for the last several years of get back in the cheese. Last several years or so. And so this is my mac and cheese here. And I got it ready. All I gotta do is just warm it up, put it back. We just take it out, put it back in the oven. I also got my turkey on the grill. I'm gonna show you that in just one moment as we go out the door and do the turkey on the grill as well. So let me show you I'm gonna do my apple pie first, then I'm gonna go and flip over to my pecan pie. So y'all give me just one brief moment here while I get everything set up. And sorry for laying stuff down, my thing is broken. Okay, so here's what I have right here. This is my pie shell. Now, on this Pillsbury pie shell, a lot of times they will require that if you look at the back of the instructions, it'll say put it in the oven for a few moments, let it crust can kind of a little hardish, then take it out and do all that. I'm not doing all that. And the reason I don't do that, if I made this, let me correct myself. If I made the pie crust from scratch, yes, I would put it in the oven first, and I would get the pie crust a little bit done. Then I would add my ingredients and stuff into it. But since this is already pre-made, I'm going to bypass a lot of those steps. If I was just making it from scratch and showing you guys how I would do it from scratch, then we would go through that whole process and I would show you exactly how to do that, because I would add different things into the pie crust to get it down, as well as cranking my pie crust and making sure everything is together, all of it. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to go ahead and get my this is going to be my apple pie first. And so, like I said before, my apple pie is, let me make some room. I got a lot of stuff here. Sorry for the noise too. I let you know I'm doing real stuff. Okay, so my apple pie, like I said before, it has some juice in it. I'm gonna show you the juice in here. And this is straight from the apples, the sugar, and a little cinnamon. There's the juice down at the bottom down there. So, and what I like to do on the apple pie here is I like to take the apple pie and I like to layer it in. Get it all in there real nice. And I'm gonna, since I'm making 2 apple pies, I'm gonna show you what I do with it. And that's one of the reasons why I have another crust, because I want to put a crust on top of this. And I'm making 2 pies out of this one. And these apples here was we got a bag of apples, Fuji apples. I only cut up 6 apples. I didn't cut up a lot of apples because of the fact that once I start cooking these jokers, it's gonna have so much juice and so much flavor coming out of it that it's gonna really bubble over. It's gonna overdo it, and I didn't want it to overcome in it as well. I want it to be where it would be just right. So you can pile it up, get you some good stuff on there. And then I'm gonna show you the juice from it once I get the apples in here. And this is strictly from just the juice of the apples. It's with the sugar and the cinnamon, and this was it just within it wasn't even an hour. I think I started it probably about, hey there, Mr. Lane, how you doing? So I started this like probably like 10 something. So this is my juice just from the apples. And this is just on my apples here. And I normally, if I did this overnight, like I said, I would have had so much juice from this, and the sugar is going to pull this juice out of the apple. So this is not nothing I added. This is just something that's being pulled out from it, and it's going to come straight into it. So this is how I cook my apple pies here. But now I'm going to take another pie, and I'm actually going to take that pie and use it as my crust to put on the top of both of these, and then these are going into the oven. And like I said, I make them from scratch every single time. I hardly ever buy an apple pie. If you see me buying an apple pie, you can rest assured I just got lazy. That's all it was. As well. So this is on my apple pie here. Now, I'm gonna show you just for one moment. I gotta put you down for just a brief moment because I gotta get another pie shell out. So y'all bear with me one moment. All right, so what I do here is, and this is something I would normally do. I wish I had my stand was working, but it broke on me the other day. That's all right, I get a new one. So what I had to do is on this here, I actually would just take this knife, or not this knife, but this knife sharp. But I would take a knife and I would just actually cut my sections in here. This is actually gonna go. I know I'm cutting them kind of big, but it's fine because I'm gonna cut them in again, like down the middle. Oh, let me show you. I'm sorry, I'll get the camera off from y'all. And I'm gonna actually cut it out. And this is gonna get my it's hot in here, so I got my stove on, I got my grill going outside. I'm gonna show y'all that turkey outside in just one moment. I put that turkey on about 9 o'clock. It's a 20-pound turkey. I put my apples out there on it just a few minutes ago. Actually, the apple hulls that I cut up from here. because I'll mix up several different things on it. Okay, so here's my thing, and it doesn't matter if it looks horrible, because I guarantee you the people that are gonna come over here tomorrow ain't gonna know I did all this unless they look at this video. The only thing they're gonna do is eat. They're not gonna be studying how it look. But I like to make it look good either way it go. So, and I'm gonna lay this across here. Now you can do what we call checkerboard on this here if you want to. Checkerboard is adding double layers here, and you lift this up, flip one over, flip one back and forth, and it'll have like a checkerboard in it. If I had time and had both hands free, I would definitely do that. But that's if I made my pie crust from scratch. A lot of times with this one here, when it's already put together, I don't do it. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't do it. But your apples ain't where you want them to be. Put your fingers in there and get it right. Make sure your hands are clean. Don't be doing it in there dirty. And somebody be telling me, oh, I ate some crunchy stuff in the apple pie and it wasn't a seed. But anyway, you want to get it and put your pie crust on here. Now I'm gonna do 2 pie crusts, and I bought extra pie crust because I'm doing like several different pies tonight. And I'm doing a couple other things. Now, this here, I'm gonna show you. I know I'm moving the phone away from it, but I got trying to do it and do that way. So, if you notice the pie, I got the middle part out. It's going to be like, what are you gonna do with the round side? Glad you asked that question. Let me show you one moment. Because you got to remember, I got another pie right here. So what I'm going to do is this side is I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab this here. And get my fingers in there and get them pie, get them apples just right. Because I want it filled out. And then I'm going to take this pie crust and I'm going to go right here. I'm going to use the whole pie crust. It might seem crazy. Now, my mom, if she was alive, she would be whooping my butt right about now. Because of the fact she'll say I'm doing it wrong. But when it get done, she ain't gonna be whooping me because she'll be eating it. And that's how I really got into cooking. It's through my mom and my dad, and then my brother. My brother was a chef. He was a chef for years, and then I got to liking it, and then I told my mama to and my dad, I said I want to learn how to cook. And my dad said, what do you want to do a thing like that for? I guess that old school crap, I don't know. But anyway, I got in the kitchen with my mom, and she would make pies and cookies and cakes, and these cakes in this pan with a can, like a pea can, a corn pan, whatever it was called, pan. And she would make it and she would make all these different stuff from scratch. She would make peanut butter brittle from scratch. She would make apple pies from scratch. She would do sweet potato pies from scratch. I don't think I ever seen them ever go to the store and buy something other than what I'm doing right now. Because it was always, everything was made from scratch. When nothing, we didn't have a garden. I got a garden in my front yard. But we didn't have a garden. And I don't know where they got the stuff from. Maybe somebody went and got it. I don't know. I know it looked pretty rough, but I tell you what, people gonna eat this thing. It's because I'm gonna really fix this up with another. I'm gonna take the second pie shell and I'm gonna put it all over the top of it. And so, but anyway, they got in there and they got to showing me how to make a pie. My mom said, I'm gonna show you how to make one, and I'm gonna show you, then you're gonna make it. That's what she told me. And so she got in there and she made it the first time. And then it was my turn. And you learn by seeing, you learn by example. That's how I am today. I learn by example. You show me something, I pretty much get it one time. as well. But she got it and she showed it to me one time, and after that one time, I did it, and then the next time, I did it again. And so she said, "Well, you got that down packed. Let's move on to another one." I really didn't have it down packed, but because she said I did have it down packed, you know what that means. You got it down packed. Move on. So I moved to the next pie, and then the next pie. I think it was what it was. It was a sweet potato pie. I moved to that one next. That one took me a while to learn it. I couldn't really grasp all the stuff that was going into that one now. It it threw me for a flip. But anyway, it made a difference in my life. My brother loved it. My sister and them enjoyed it. So it made a big difference. So that was one plus. Another plus was after I learned it, I had to go ahead and get it all done up together as well. So it took me a little while on that one to get everything together. But after I learned it, I started making sweet potato pies. And once I started making them, uh, everybody was like, "Oh man, you making pies again, Kenny?" And then it started getting out around to my friends, and everybody started tasting my stuff, and they all started saying, um, "I want you to make a pie." And then some kind of way I ended up with everybody wanted me to make pies and cakes and stuff. I ended up being called the pastry man for a little while in the neighborhood because every time holidays came up, birthdays came up, anniversaries came up, um, or if somebody just flat foot had a sweet tooth and it came up, they came to me and said, "Make me a pie, make me a cake, make me some cookies. I need this done." And then I did it. Now that's not the best, but with one hand, hey, it looked pretty cool. So this is how that one's gonna be. This is how that one's gonna be. I'm gonna pop them in the oven. This is on the apple pies, um, and then once they're in the oven and stuff, they once they're in the oven, they have a little time to cook up. At least I got my oven sitting on 350. I'm gonna take y'all outside because I gotta go ahead and check on my turkey. And we're gonna go take a look at how I got the turkey on my grill as well. So y'all bear with me for one moment, please. All right, I'm back now. So I got my turkey going on outside out here. Um, and it's been on now. I started it around 9 o'clock. Yeah, like nine something. I got it cleaned up, based it all up. This is my Weber grill. I had my Weber grill probably about 10, maybe 12 years. Got it when I was working at Walmart. I got it for like $100. So it's been holding up and doing great wonders. And I don't do a lot of cooking with it, but I do some cooking with it, but like maybe special occasion like things on this nature like that. So if you're looking for a good gas grill that you want to cook something with, and that you want to kind of like put it out here, I got my double burners here, and you can pretty much get your a Weber grill. I recommend it. Weber didn't tell me to sponsor this, but I'm just sponsoring because I had this grill for 10 to 12 years with no problem. So, get your Weber grill. Make sure you got a good one. They normally run like $4.99 to about, I think, $1,000 or something like that. Depends on what type you get. But let's take a look at this turkey here. So this is my turkey. This is a 20-pound turkey that I have on here. Let me tell you what all I have on it first so you know. So I have because it's basting in this water. I got apples off in the water. I injected it with smoke. It's called herbal smoke. It's some special seasoning that I use. So I smoked it, got the herbal smoke injected in until I got butter and garlic also injected into it. Then I also added what is called this applewood rub. I don't know if you like that or not. I like applewood rub. It gives it a nice, rich, tasty flavor. Even it tastes like if I didn't even put it on the grill and I put applewood rub on and put it in the oven, it still tastes like I took it off the grill. But I put my apple slices from off my apples that I just put for the pie inside. I put those on there. I put butter in it. Took an onion and stuck in the middle part of it. I'm allergic to onion, but for the people that are coming to eat, and then plus myself, I got another turkey that's being done by my brother. So he's doing me another turkey. So that turkey would be basically for me. This turkey would be basically for everyone else. So I don't mind cooking it in a way that'll please everybody else, and I can still get a little piece off as long as I don't mess with the onion. And the way much stuff I got in here, and I have this double boiler. So if you see that it's a pan here that is there, and then I got this other pan. Now, if you notice on there, I don't know if you can see the boiling right there. Yeah. So that double boiling right there does it where it's really kicking up real good. Now this is gonna go on for about a couple of more hours. I got my timer set for 6 hours. So like 3 a.m. in the morning, somewhere around there. Normally, 20-pound turkey on this grill here. I wouldn't normally I wouldn't double pan it. I only double panned it this time because I actually wanted to add some flavors into the bottom part as well, and then I wanted to add some other stuff, and then I actually put this off into the grill. The last time I did it, the bottom of the turkey was kind of cooked a little bit more than the top part. So this time I'm double boiling it to give it a different flavor and give it a help it out just a little bit where it won't burn down there because I got water down at the bottom with season. That's one of the reasons. Another reason is that a lot of people will put aluminum foil on the end of their drumstick leg. I don't do that because what I do, since I injected so much and put butter and put everything else into it, it doesn't burn how I do. Now, if you see this darkness over here that look like it's burnt, that's not burnt. That's the deep dark smoke rub that I have injected into it. That is also the applewood rub, because once the applewood rub start cooking, it's gonna turn a little dark. But the applewood rub is gonna actually sink down into the meat. So when you get ready to bite into it, you will get this nice juicy filling all the way through, and it's tender 100% all the way through. So this is my turkey right here. Like I said, I let it go for a couple more hours and get it completely done up as well. This is something that will, once we have it, I bring. Well, once it get finished, I cut my grill off and let it cool down some. Then I'll take it in the house. I'm not gonna do like I did last year, but I'll get it where it come in. The high wind I have keeps knocking my fire out. So, but that is on that, and my grill gets up to like I brought the temperature to like 400. So right now it's it'll come back up to like 350 on it. So it'll cook again out completely down to about 350 down. Because I started my grill off at like 500, brought it down, and then I got it down to like 350. So 350 basically gonna do the same thing that an oven would do inside. The coolest part about this, it doesn't get your house hot. So you end up blazing with sunshine and burning up and everything with pies and everything else, and then you got to throw a 20-pound turkey in the oven, and when your whole house is sweating and like going crazy all night long while you're out there just so get that together there as well. So I'm gonna put you guys on hold for a moment. I'm gonna go back indoors here. I'm gonna start up on my pecan pie and show you how I make my pecan pie from scratch. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my YouTube channel as I continue to upload more items and more things. So give me just one moment, please. All right, thanks for that. Hold up on that, guys. I'm videoing. Okay, um, um, so here I am with this is my pecan, and I'm doing it from scratch. Um, let me tell you my story behind I'm doing the pecan pie because it's kind of crazy and funny. Like I said before, I didn't know how to make pecan pies for nothing. I actually ended up calling my baby sister and say, "Hey, how you make your pecan pie?" Then I called my older sister and asked her, "Hey, how you make your pecan pie?" And they gave me their recipes and told me how to make it. I tried and I left something out. Well, I'm put like that. I know I left something out because it didn't taste like theirs, and it definitely didn't taste like mom's. So I said, I need to learn how to make pecan pies because I love them. And so I I turned around and I said, let me go get this. So, I went to faithful Google and Googled up on how to make pecan pies. And Google gave me 200 and some billion ways to make pecan pie. So what I did is that I actually turned around and said, some scratch all that. I'm gonna make it myself and do it the way I want to do it. And that's what I started doing. I started doing it myself, and ever since I started doing it myself, this is exactly how I've been doing it. And I've been doing it this way for about the last 20 some years. So, and I do it all by scratch. So if you notice, I got it here, nothing in it. That's one of the beauty parts about it. I make sure I get my measuring cups. A lot of time I don't use them, but most of the time I do, especially since I'm doing so many. So I said, well, I better get this right. And then plus everybody already told me, you better put your foot in those pies and they better be good. So I got a lot to live up to. So then I do have, they gave us these bags of walnut, and I'm gonna enter that into it. And then of course my pecans. I like to use light Karo syrup. I don't use dark Karo syrup because I just don't like the way the taste of it is. And I definitely don't like the way it's looking. It just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, it's too sweet. I want to add my own sweetness and make it my own way. That way, when I bite into it, whether it's cold, hot, or late in the morning, or early in the day break, or just one of them afternoon meal, I can get that joker and eat it up. So I got my butter here, and this is going to be 1/4 cup of butter. It's going to be a little bit more because I'm actually making more. So actually, I'm going to show you how I mix it all up and get it all together. So just bear with me one moment as well. All right, so it requires for like a cup of this is 1 cup of Karo syrup. I'm actually gonna do 2 cups, and so I'm gonna get it all poured in there real good, and show you how I do this. This little beautiful thing. Um, I call it beautiful because it looks so good when you're doing it. Mm. If you have any questions, anything in the comments, please submit them. I do look at all the comments and I do look at everything. I do read everything. So just I'll take a look at it. I'll go back and to it and stuff. But I do take a look at everything, and I would go in and do it. I would view it. I would even send you a comment back if you ask me like something, just say, hey, I see you did this and I didn't understand what you did. Just shoot me a comment. Shoot me a question, let me know, and I answer it. And I get back to you on it. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is from tradition. It's from me just out doing different stuff. I like to do stuff. Like I told my mom, I want to learn how to cook. I want to learn how to make it together. I want to learn how to do different stuff. And I'm a type person that I'll put it like this. I'm always learning. I feel like that learning is a process that never stops because I'm always learning. I'm always growing. And if I stop learning and stop growing, then that means I'm laying in the ground somewhere. So, and we definitely don't want that. But this is how it looks. It's all nice and